New York City. Now, a lot's going on since Orlando, our last event. I'm here to break it down for you. 7 of our top 8 teams made changes. Let's just go ahead and break it down. The first and biggest move, of course, is Final Boss, after 3 successful years, drops Walshy, their team captain. That left an empty spot there in that captain role, and Ogre 1 stepped up to the plate. Now, they have a captain, but they still need a 4th member, and somehow they were able to steal the best player in the game from T-Squared and the rest of Straight Rippin', as Neighbor becomes the new face on Final Boss. Now, T2 was really pissed about losing a superstar, but he's really happy about the new superstar he picked up in Snipe Down from Triggers Down. So with Triggers Down missing a player, they filled the spot with Macchio, the team captain of Instinct. So Macchio's gone from Instinct. They have no captain. Roy fills in his shoes as the new captain, and Victor X is really bummed that his longtime buddy and teammate is now gone. So Victor X stays on Instinct for a little bit until this happened. Fear is dropped from Legends, and Nada decides, I want to go team with Gandhi and defy some other Halo 2 pros who still got the drive to win in Halo 3. So Team Classic had an empty spot, and Victor X comes here from Instinct and fills up that final spot there on Team Classic. Now Carbon is the only team in the top 8 that stayed the same. Meanwhile, Ambush, they made a move of their own. They dropped Mudvayne, and instead they picked up Cloud, a former teammate on Believe the Hype, and he becomes the newest face on Ambush. Now that leaves us with just 2 spots left to fill on our boards. That's the 2 spots on Instinct, and Lunchbox and Roy, they got to be happy with their new pickups. They end up with the team captain of Final Boss, it's Walshy, and a new rising star and one of my favorite players to watch, Soviet from Chilled Reality. So that's it for the Toronto rosters. Let me go over it one more time for you. Straight Rippin' fills Neighbor's spot with Snipe Down. Triggers Down picks up Macchio. Instinct has 2 brand new players as Roy becomes the new captain and Walshy and Soviet join the team. Neighbor, one of the flashiest players to watch on the circuit, is the newest member of Final Boss. Team Classic gets Victor X. Carbon stays the same. Ambush gets Cloud. And Nated is the new face on Legends. I'm Chris Puckett, done here in New York City. Next time you'll see me, I'll be in Toronto.
Now we've got all that kind of cleared up a little bit. The dusk is out of the way. The clouds are cobwebs and everything is moving out of the way now that you unravel this twister that is these league roster changes. But my question is, with all this movement around and dropping and picking up and switches and swatches, what team came out the best? Which roster is now on top and made the best move?
Well, you got to go with Final Boss on this one, Farouk. They picked up the best player in the game, Neighbor, and they stole him from Straight Rippin', the #1 team in the world. So Neighbor, let's just talk a little bit about this kid, all right? He's the youngest member on Final Boss now, and he put up 746 kills in Orlando. He is just an absolute monster, and not only that, besides being one of the youngest players in the league, he is also one of the smartest players in Halo 3. Yeah, that caught me by surprise as well, but I was talking to Ogre too, and he said we've learned so much since Orlando just by playing with Neighbor. He's taught us how to spawn trap, how to block spawns, and how to use grenades even to block spawns to do that. So Neighbor, he's teaching the Ogres how to play Halo 3, and he's teaching them how to do it successfully.
You're absolutely right about Neighbor. That kid is the best Halo 3 player right now, and they took him from Straight Rippin'. Straight Rippin' left with a huge hole, but they had a great move also. They picked up Snipe Down. Snipe Down, I touched it on it on pregame show. We talk about him a lot. This kid gets better and better every tournament. His potential is limitless. I mean, how do you get better and you're already the best? I mean, I don't want to say, I don't know the kid personally, but the kid is good. Not only that, Macchio joined up on the Triggers Down roster. Now, I talked about it on the pregame show. I think Triggers Down is going to have a great tournament, even with Macchio. Those guys haven't placed out of the top 4 with any roster. I think Macchio is just going to add to the team. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, so I hear a lot about Triggers Down, a lot about Final Boss, Straight Rippin', and those are some of like the top 3, top 4 teams. Now, in the spirit of the Olympics that's going on right now, I want to know who is going to walk away with the gold medal here in Toronto. Who's going to be the top team to walk out of here?
Well, the team I think we should all keep an eye on, actually there's 2 of them. I am calling for a Final Boss Straight Rippins finals match here in Toronto, Canada. And not only that, it is going to be the bad blood matchup. T-Squared and the rest of Straight Rippin' are going to be coming after Neighbor. And you know T2 is going to try and make a statement by taking out both of the Ogres. I can't wait for that matchup. But you know what? I'm going to call Straight Rippin' to win that. But it might be a 5-6, 6-5. I don't know. I hope it goes to 11 games. I can't wait to see these two new rosters face off.
Now I think that also will be a great matchup. But Nexie, you're over there shaking your head. It doesn't seem like you agree with Puckett over here. You seem to have a different outcome here in this tournament.
No. It's not going down like that. Listen, I'll give it to you. We don't agree a lot, but I'll agree. Straight Rippin' will be in the final. Straight Rippin's awesome. Neighbor, best player in the game. Final Boss, top 2. Come on, they have not been around long enough. They've not been playing together long enough as a team. They've had 3 weeks to practice for this tournament.
They've not been around long enough? Is 2004 a far time? I think it was
Neighbor just joined
years.
the team 3 weeks ago. I mean, listen up. You ready? Triggers down top 2. Straight Rippin' versus Triggers down in the final. Straight Rippin's taking it home.
Macchio's been on the team for less time than Neighbor's been on Final Boss. And
That's
how
fine.
can you say the best player in the league?
How much money you got in your pocket?
Uh-oh, we're going to the
How much
pockets.
money you got in your pocket?
You know
I
what?
got Canadian coins right here.
I got a
He
blue
got the blue
dollar.
five. He
I don't
got the
really
blue
know what it
five.
means.
I don't know
All
what
right.
this is. I think this is like $3 or $4. It could be anything. Come Sunday, one of us is going to have this money.
Check this out, Joe. I got hockey players on the back of my blue dollar bill, and $5 Canadian says that Instinct will place
Shake
higher
hands.
than Triggers down.
Uh-oh,
Not
they're
only
shaking
will
on.
Trigger Instinct, Walsh's new team, will place higher than Macchio's new Triggers down
I can't
squad.
agree with that.
Okay,
No way.
real gentlemen, you guys have been great politicians here. You've been great politicians. You avoided my question totally. I want to know just one definitive answer. Who's going to win Toronto? Who's walking away with the gold medal? One team.
Straight Rippin'.
All right?
I have to agree. Straight Rippin's going to win.
All right, so we agree there. Even though the money is on the line, we got the Straight Rippin' who's favorite. But we're going to come back and check out to see how it all plays out right here live from Toronto.